Hi there. We're continuing our journey through the Psalms, the Tehillim in Hebrew. Means the praises, and we're in Psalm 109, and in the Hebrew letter numbering system, that's Kuf Tet. Kuf is 100 and Tet is 9. And this is a Mizmor le David. It's a musical composition and Davidic by David or in a Davidic style. What's really surprising about this psalm is how vindictive it seems and how full of longing for revenge it is. There's a real vengefulness in this psalm that doesn't seem to tie in with how godliness might be. But what we can learn from this psalm as we go through it is that when we cry out to God, we can let go of everything that's in us. We can appeal to God rather than take action ourselves to get revenge. And so the singer starts off by saying, God, you are my praise. You're the one I'm turning my praise to. Don't keep silent. Don't hold back on this. Listen to what I'm saying. Because it says the people who are around me, and it seems there are close people. Remember, David suffered quite a lot from those who were supposed to be close to him, such as Saul and Saul's household. And he is really crying out. The Davidic cry is for vindication and for revenge, because he's been surrounded by his enemies. They've spoken against him. They've rewarded him, instead of good, they rewarded him evil for good. He's shown love, but they've shown hatred towards him. And therefore he's asking God to judge, and to some terrible prayers here, like let him not live very long. And not only that, but let his children not have children, and let his wife be a widow. So he's actually praying for the enemy's death. Let his children be continually in need and in want, and let them not have anything to eat. It's a really harsh, hard-hearted, it seems, call here. Let some people take everything he's got. Let him fall into the hands of extortion, as it says, and cut off his inheritance. So just take him, write him out of history, is what he's saying. But in verse 16, there's a key here as to why this is so riling the singer up so much, and it's because in Hebrew it says because he hasn't done hesed. In the English translation, it said because he is not remembered to show mercy or kindness. But actually, there's a key thing here. This is a covenant issue that has been transgressed, a covenant that has been broken. And that comes up again later on when the singer talks about their own attitude, their own behavior, or asking God to be faithful. They're saying, God, this person has not done hesed. They have not kept their covenant obligation. They've broken covenant. And of course, to break covenant was something that when you actually made a covenant, you invoked God to do the same as to you as had been done to the sacrifice that was at their feet that they had made to make the covenant. And so in that sense, this is a call for God to visit on the person who's broken covenant, the full vengeance, the full payment of what has been invoked when the covenant has been made. And it says that he was busy. This enemy of mine was busy cursing, and instead of his curses coming on me, let there be curses on him, and let his curses on me become a blessing, and let him be covered in this curse. But then in verse 21 he says, "But you, Lord, do to me," and it says "do to me" using the same verb asa, do to me. Hesed is really what he's saying, because your hesed is good. Your covenant obligation is reliable, and you won't let me down. And I am actually in need here. I am poor and needy. Because of all this that is going on, I've got a wounded heart within me. My knees are weak. My flesh is failing. My physical being is being affected by this. And I've even become a laughing stock among those around me. But Lord, save me. And then it's according to according to your hesed, according to your covenant obligation, save me, so that they can know, God, that you are acting, you've done this and not me. And let my enemies be ashamed of what they've done. Let them see that you are with me. Cover them, Lord, in confusion. But I'm going to praise the Lord with my mouth. I'm going to declare his praise before many people. And because you, God, you are standing to defend me, who is poor and needy. and to save him from those who follow him. So we can see what the nub of this song is about, why it's so vindictive, it seems. It's because there's an issue of broken covenant here. God has promised never to break his covenant with us, and his covenant is made through Jesus, Messiah, with us through his blood, through his death, his resurrection. God's covenant obligation is unbreakable, and therefore we can rejoice today that we don't have to worry about this vengeance, because God will never break his covenant with us. Have a good day.